Hello there, welcome again to my YouTube channel. And today we're going to be talking about the diet of a pregnant mother. There are a few questions that a mother usually asks themselves when they realize that they are pregnant. So, what am I going to be eating just to be able to benefit myself, the baby, and just to be able to get all the nutrients in the system? What am I supposed not to eat? How often am I supposed to eat? How about nausea and vomiting that affects quite a number of pregnant mothers in the first trimester? Just before we begin the session, I'm going to give a story based on my personal experience on how it was for me when I realized I was pregnant. First of all, I had anemia, and then I was underweight. So everything that could go wrong about my diet by that time was already kind of wrong. So what happened is during my first clinic at 12 weeks, I was referred to a nutritionist who walked with me through the journey of pregnancy, throughout the journey of pregnancy, advising me on what to take, explaining to me the benefits or the nutrients that are found in different foods. And she was gracious enough to see me after delivery, so that really helped me just to make sure that all the nutrients are in my system. And then again, I also kept track. So what happened is I had a chart that I would fill in every day, what meals I was taking, what amount I was taking. That way, I was sure that I was getting the nutrients that I needed and the baby was getting the nutrients that they were needing. It's usually a very crucial period of time because the baby is depending on you for nutrients. So you basically have to watch what you eat and you have to be intentional about it. That's what I realized. So let's get started. So, what do you eat? What are you not supposed to eat? You are recommended to eat 3 meals a day when you're pregnant, with snacks in between the meals. That way, it helps you not go low on energy during the day, and it also helps you get the nutrients that you need throughout the pregnancy. So again, what does the menu of a pregnant woman look like? There are 4 groups of foods that are recommended in the Canada's food guide. You can get that online, it's free, and I find it very helpful. And every mom, I think, should have a copy of that. You can download it and save it in your computer or, in your desktop. It will help you a lot. So, what does the menu look like? There's vegetables and fruits, there's meat alternatives, there's milk and alternatives, and there's also what is it? Grain products. What happened for me and I found helpful as well was the milk products and the vegetables and the fruits. I would take them during snacks because when you try to look at the whole menu in a whole, it looks like a lot of food to take in one day, you know. But when you begin taking in portions and putting in like the vegetables and the fruits in between snacks, or sometimes just mix the milk and the fruits in a smoothie, that helps you get like 2 groups of food in one portion, and then you don't have to keep worrying about not having taken that group of food during the day. Again, also, it's very important to track it. Just keep a separate book aside that you can fill in what you have taken during the day. That will help you keep track, and that will help you not to worry what you have not taken, you know. Yeah, so that's pretty much how a simple menu looks like for a pregnant woman. Let's talk about the essential nutrients or the essential nutrients. One of them is folic acid, which helps in the development of the baby such that the baby will not basically it reduces the risk of birth defects. So what happens is, as much as there are many foods that are rich in folic acid, the health practitioner that is seeing you during pregnancy will recommend that you take folic acid supplements. That will help you as well. Let's also look at calcium. Calcium helps in the development of bones and teeth. And then there's vitamin D that helps in the absorption of the calcium. What happens is there's a recommended type of vitamin that contains the calcium and the vitamin D that your health practitioner will probably recommend that you buy. It's most of the times it's over the counter. They will ask you to take it during pregnancy. Most of the times, if you are not pregnant yet and you want to get pregnant 3 months before pregnancy, they recommend that you take it. But if you haven't started taking it yet, they will recommend that you take it between during pregnancy and after pregnancy, because it also helps after delivery when you're breastfeeding your baby. So they will ask you to do it. They will ask you to take it. But you can get these essential nutrients as well. That is calcium and vitamin D. You can find them in certain specific types of food, and that shouldn't be a worry to any mom. For me, during my first pregnancy, I took them, but during my second pregnancy, I didn't take it, and everything was fine. What I did is I made sure that I took foods that were rich in calcium and that were rich in vitamin D. That way, I was able to get the nutrients in the system. There are also foods that you're not supposed to take when you're pregnant, basically for your health and for the health of the baby. So let's talk about those foods. One of them is raw meat. It's not recommended to eat raw meat. It's not recommended to eat raw fish. The types of sushi, the types of pokerito, the types of, tarts. You're not supposed to take those, because sometimes they contain bacteria that is harmful, and it is recommended that you eat food that is fully cooked, just to be safe. You're not also supposed to take coffee. Well, you can take, but the recommended amount of coffee that you're supposed to take per day is do not exceed 300 milligrams. I think every mom can manage that. What happened with my first pregnancy is I didn't used to take coffee before pregnancy. But then, boom, after I started, having all these cravings coming in and out, coming and going, I found myself almost getting addicted to coffee. But then I had to tone it down at some point because it wasn't good for the baby, So caffeinated drinks, you're not supposed to exceed 300 milligrams per day. What else are you not supposed to take? You're not also supposed to take, there's a type of cheese that you're not supposed to take that is unpasteurized. Just find out the exact type of cheese that you're supposed to take, and be careful when you're choosing cheese for your consumption as a pregnant mother. So that's it for today. It was brief, and if you have any questions, again, please comment with the questions below, and let's get them answered in the next session. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, and don't forget to tell your friends about this. Like, share, and comment. I'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye.